Good morning. It's my last day here. I didn't share a video yesterday because the one from the day before took 24 hours to upload. Whew. But wanted to share just a brief little thing from my own personal reading this morning. I've been reading through Luke, actually finished it up today. But Luke chapter 16 has a passage in it where Jesus is talking about money and dealing with other people and things like that. But in the middle of his discourse on money, there's another little section there that really kind of hit me a little bit. And it's Luke chapter 16, verses 10 through 13. Sorry, 10 through 12. And again, he's talking about dealing with money as a whole. But he says, whoever is faithful in very little is also faithful in much. And whoever is unrighteous in very little is also unrighteous in much. So if you have not been faithful with the unrighteous money, who will trust you with what is genuine? And if you have not been faithful with what belongs to someone else, who will give you what is your own? And really what Jesus is talking about is integrity here. If you're not faithful and true and good in the small things, you're not going to be in the big things. My kids, when they were little, used to get really mad at me because I would get onto them for the little stuff and not so much for the big stuff, generally. And I'm like, why do you do that? I'm like, because if I can get you disciplined on the small things, there won't be big things. What we do when we think nobody else is looking affects what we do in the big scheme of things. When we think that we're being sly, sneaky, unseen, oh, nobody will know, well, it comes out eventually. Not just the little stuff that you did, but it comes out in how you deal with the bigger stuff. When it comes to real integrity, real honesty, that's when it shows up. If, for example, if you're not honest about small stuff, oh, you know what, this little article here, I don't know if it's true or not, but we'll post it anyways because you can't be bothered to find out what is true and what isn't. Well, then how do we know that when you're telling something later on that it's true because you haven't paid attention on the little stuff? If we can't count on you to do small things correctly, why would we count on you to do big things correctly, which are made up of lots of small things? It all builds, it all reveals who you really are. The small things, all small things. I can't say it much more simply than that. We need to be faithful in the small to be faithful with the big. If we're faithful and true and good on matters that aren't important, then we will when they are. And people will trust us because they've seen the small things. That's pretty much it. Just short, sweet, to the point. Work on the small stuff. Because when you work on the small stuff, when you let God work on you in the small stuff, the big stuff will all come together. And it'll all work out.